Good evening, good morning, good
No.
afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What up, everybody? Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday hump day. That is right. We got over that hump and we are almost off to the weekend. We just got that little Thursday to get rid of, and we were on to the races, as they say. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great day. What's up with you, Jay? How you feeling today, my brother?
Excellent, man. Got a lot done today. You already know you were there.
Yes.
Like you were present. So yeah, got got a lot done. That was
We did
perfect.
get a lot done today, so that's good. Um, we did go live for you guys at the gym yesterday as well. So if you guys missed that, you can always go back and do the replay on that one. But if you don't want to do a replay, you want to catch us live, then it's either going to be right now or after the show. We're going to go live for you as well at the gym. We got our arm day today and abs, so we will be doing that for you. That being said, if you don't know who we are or what we do, we are your Average Day Joe's podcast. We're going to go over your breaking trends, sports. You're going to get some crypto news. You're going to get you're going to get your horoscopes done, and movie of the day plus conspiracy theory of the night. So that is your Average Day Joe show. What we're doing. We got Justin in the house saying sup. What up, Justin? Hope all is well with you.
What
Good?
up? What up?
You good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Looks like you got a Phil's coffee there, huh? For the first time ever. How was your coffee?
It's good, bro. It's good.
You like it?
Yeah, it's very tasty. Very tasty.
I had to introduce Jay to some Phil's today because he's always getting his own stuff. So I'm like, man, I need to get him some Phil's and let him try that the gourmet. But it's hard to get him to appreciate other things that are not something he makes.
That's a true story. That's actually very true. But it is very tasty. I find it actually more tasty now than earlier.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's more settled. It's not hot, and it's actually it's cold, and it tastes it tastes amazing.
Right. We got Mary Bell, my wife, in the house saying hello. What's up?
What up? What up?
All right, let's move on and get into some facts with some Jay. Did you know? Let's see here. Jay, did you know that it rained last night in San Francisco where we were at?
Yeah, my boy told me it rained for 1 hour. That was it.
Just 1 hour?
He said it rained for 1 hour. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, bro. It literally rained for 1 hour and it was done. I was like, what?
Damn.
Like, yep. I was laughing. I was like, no way. That's it?
Yeah.
Literally
That's
said
all,
1 hour.
That's all we need, man. That's all we need.
Yeah, but that's hella weird. That's like some Florida type weather, bro.
Oh, I know.
Literally rain and then stop. And then it was. You remember it was sunny.
Well, yeah, because
then,
it's humid outside, so it's kind of like some tropical type stuff.
That's what I mean. It is tropical. That's a good word because I'm used to that cold air, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, damn, man, it's still like you said, right now even it's like, what the hell's going on? Like,
yeah,
it's weird ass weather.
How about you, Justin? How is the weather out in LA? Are you guys pretty humid out there right now too? Are you getting any kind of rain or is it dry? Let's see here, Jay. Did you know, talking about weather, that snow blankets National Park just hours after official start to autumn?
I did not know.
Yeah, man. I think this was in Rocky Mountain National Park, Colorado. They got some snow.
Okay.
They got some snow today.
Damn, that's wow.
Yeah.
Already?
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Relax.
Exactly.
Hey.
All right.
You don't do that.
Move on.
No, relax.
Jay, did you know that Russian Noah's Ark satellite is carrying 75 mice and 1,500 flies lands back on Earth?
No, I did not know.
Yeah. I guess they were doing some kind of science experiment or something, since they were bringing like flies and mice to space.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got for you, Jay. Jay, did you know that Zooks is giving free rides on the Vegas Strip right now?
Yep.
To compete with Robotaxi.
I do know. They're getting ready for their push out here too to release. They got so many. I told you their fleet is. When they release, they're gonna release, bro. They got a big ass fleet.
Yeah, they do.
It's gonna be impressive. Like that's what I mean. Think about it. Their fleet and Waymo's fleet. Fuck, man. Where's Robotaxi gonna be? Not here.
Oh, I know.
They're gonna do Peninsula first. Remember?
We're right.
Because they fitting in SF. That's gonna be a tough one.
Exactly. Let's see here, Jay. Did you know that it looks like China and Japan have just revealed their brand new train system, which can go 400 miles per hour?
Oh, I didn't know. I know they have those fast trains though. I know they do that.
No, but this is a new kind of one. It's called an air taxi, and it actually floats in the air from the magnets. Yeah.
Damn, it's all magnets?
Yep.
Oh shit.
So it utilizes magnetic levitation to achieve smooth and fast travel.
Damn, and it goes 400 miles per hour?
Yep.
Damn, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive, bro.
Yeah, they learned how to maximize the use of magnetic levitation,
It's brilliant.
And it says that Europe and the United States lag very far behind this kind of technology, that they don't even have anything in place like this. We're trying to build that high-speed rail in California that's still like I don't even know if it's electric, but I think it's electric, but it's definitely not the kind of technology that they
not on that level.
That's what I'm saying. We got TV Man saying hello. What's up, TV Man? TV Man says, "Am subbing and liking." Very cool. Very cool. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Being here. Always appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody watching, by the way. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share as I go over some did you know facts for you guys. We got some fun facts we're doing real quick. Let's see what else we got for you. Jay, did you know that the Secret Service traced threats against officials? They found 300 servers capable of crippling New York's cell system.
Damn. I did not know.
Yep. And my cat says hi, by the way. Jay, did you know that a study from the United Nations revealed that 14% of the world's coral was lost between 2009 and 2018?
I did not know.
Yep. And it says that research conducted by Wake Forest University found that forests in the Amazon and Andes are not adapting quickly enough to shifting climate conditioning, threatening biodiversity and pollinators in the region.
I like Wake.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Exactly.
It says that my close friends went there.
Oh, did they? Nice. It says that reports indicate that 38% of the world's trees are at risk of extinction, with disrupted ecosystems causing trees to lose their natural ability to store carbon.
I did not know. But now I know.
We're getting into the Lorax days, bro.
Yeah. Now I do know, though. So
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Remember that movie, The Lorax?
Yep.
That was a good movie.
Yes, sir.
Jay, did you know that there was a winter weather storm issued in Colorado as well, which was supposed to be bringing 8 inches of snow to that place? And I'm sorry, that's not in Colorado. That's in Alaska.
Stop. No. Leave it alone. I did not know.
Yeah.
I know you were talking about Colorado.
Yeah, so Colorado got its first snow in Colorado in Rocky National Park.
Leave it alone.
But they actually got a pretty big winter storm in Alaska with 8 inches of snow as well.
Yeah, so they both had Colorado and Alaska. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Jay, did you know that next week Florida is raising its minimum wage?
To what?
Probably like $7 an hour.
I was going to say the same thing. I was like, to what?
I know, right?
Well, no, the federal minimum wage is like what, $7.40 maybe?
No, it's gonna be 14 an hour.
So double? That's not bad.
Yep.
It's not bad. What is it out here? Like 20? 20 something?
Something around there, yeah.
It's pretty high out here.
I remember when I first started working, like when I got into the workforce when I was like 16, I was working at like Yummy Yogurt for like $3.75 an hour, bro. You know,
You're full of shit.
I swear to God, bro. When I first started, like when I was 16, was like 98 or something. Like, bro, I was literally making like $3-4 an hour. You know,
That's not even legal.
oh, I know.
He said, I know. That's fucking crazy.
Yep. All right. Last interesting fact, Jay. Jay, did you know that scientists found a 12,000-year-old monument where it turns out it might be humanity's oldest calendar?
Calendar?
Yeah.
Wow. No, I did not know.
Yep. It's in Turkey, of all places, and it says that carvings on a 12,000-year-old monument in Turkey appear to mark solar days and years, making it possibly the oldest solar calendar in ancient civilization.
Oh, is it Gobekli Tepe?
The what?
At Gobekli Tepe?
Yeah, exactly. You read
I
about
know.
that?
Yeah, I read all this stuff, bro. But I didn't put it together because they actually said that is probably the oldest known like actual civilization, but they can't. It was wiped out, obviously, and
Yeah.
they actually said like that someone covered it on purpose because they didn't want anyone to find it. So it actually got uncovered over time, and then what they did was they excavated it, and they're like, "Oh shit, there's a whole damn city."
Yeah.
There's actually in the same place, not there, but not too far from there. They have the whole underground city. It's called Derinkuyu.
Oh, okay.
And that's like the biggest underground city with all the caves and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally not too far from there.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they've tried to cover all that stuff up because that would change the whole course of everything in our timeline.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I've read about all that stuff.
Jay, did you know that Lucid kicks off its Neuro Uber Robotaxi deal with delivery of first vehicle?
Today?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Oh my god. Dude, I told you. In January, bro, I'm going to be driving my Hummer, and I'm going to be surrounded by every AI car. I'm going to be like, wow. Like, you know, you could be in the passengers, like, filming, like, while we're live, like, hey, AI. That's fucking crazy.
Exactly.
That's so crazy, dude.
Let's see here. Jay, did you know that scientists in Florida caught a video of a Burmese python puking up a deer that it ate earlier?
Oh, come on, man. That's foul. We can't have that.
It did happen, though.
I believe it. We can't have it. Oh, man. Why was it regurgitating deer? Deer's really good.
I guess it couldn't handle all that deer.
Well, probably not all at one time. Jesus.
Let's see here, Jay. Let's see.
Hey, leave the fly alone.
Jay, did you know that scientists are getting concerned with the hurricanes in the Atlantic because they're saying there could be soon the Fujiwara effect happening with the hurricanes?
What's the Fujiwara effect?
The Fujiwara effect is when two hurricanes collide into one and turn it into the biggest storm you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, shit. Oh, hell no. Nope. That sucks.
They're saying that it can start happening sooner than later because of the way that our systems are.
Oh, that's terrible. Like, that would be terrible wherever that is out there because I know it's coming up hurricane season out there.
Yeah.
You know? Hell no. I'd be staying away from all that.
Yep.
That sucks.
So, yeah, definitely. Jay, did you know that they're saying there's something and they don't know what that is killing all the coyotes in San Francisco right now?
What is killing the coyotes? How could there be? I see coyotes all the time.
I got a feeling that they're doing it on purpose, but they're trying to spin it as like something's killing the coyotes. We don't know what, you know?
So who would be killing the coyotes? Who?
Somebody might
what?
be, yeah, but nobody's saying. They're just saying we don't know who's doing it type thing.
It's fucked up.
I know. And we got Justin saying no use of having minimum wage, higher the wage, higher the living cost. Yep.
True story.
Very true.
That is very true.
And obviously, salaries never compare and compete with the cost of living. So that always
of course
sucks.
not.
That's why you got to just create your own salary.
Facts. Oh, come on, Jay. My bad.
All right, Jay, let's go over the 10 most expensive college towns in the U.S.
Okay.
Okay. Starting with number 10. These are college towns, guys. So number 10, your most expensive college town is Pullman, Washington.
Okay.
That's home to Washington State University.
Cougars.
Number 9, we have Manchester, New Hampshire, University of Manchester and Southern New Hampshire University. And number 8, you have Ann Arbor, Michigan, which houses University of Michigan.
Wolverines.
Number 7, you have Provo, Utah, with Brigham Young University.
BYU.
Number 6, we have Eugene, Oregon, with University of Oregon.
The Ducks.
Number 5, we have Orem, Utah, with Utah Valley University there. Number 4, we have Corvallis, Oregon, with Oregon State University there.
Yes, sir.
Number 3, we have Flagstaff, Arizona, with Northern Arizona University there. Number 2, we have Boca Raton, Florida, with Florida Atlantic University.
Yes, sir.
And your number 1 most expensive college town in the U.S. of A. is Santa Barbara, California, with University of California, Santa Barbara there.
I'm surprised.
Yep.
I thought it would have been like Stanford.
And Justin says UCLA housing is close to Beverly Hills, I heard.
It is, yeah. What's that? Westwood, right? Westwood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
It is. It's Westwood. Because USC's in Watts. You got USC in the ghetto. UCLA's up in the hills.
Right.
It's hella funny.
All right, guys. That is our Jay Did You Know segment with some cool little quick fun facts for you guys. Let's move on and get into some MLB scores.
Oh, shit. We're doing MLB. Let's go.
Let's do it.
I got to pull it up. Good. Relax and lay down. Thank you. He's trying to kill this fly. He's been trying to kill this damn fly for like 20 minutes, bro. Like, sometimes he'll jump up and I'm like, dude, relax, bro. Relax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. All right. Let's go. We have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 current games right now. 5 current games going on. The A's are beating the Astros 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th. The Giants, they are beating the Cardinals 3-2 in the top of the 8th. The Dodgers are beating the D-backs 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th. The Mariners and Rockies, the Mariners are beating up the Rockies 8-1 in the bottom of the 8th. And the Angels are beating the Royals 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th. We have those 5 current games going on. I have a couple trends from baseball, I believe. So let me get to those really quick. All right. So we will go. Let's start off. There was a lot of games today. The Cubs, they beat the Mets 10-3. Rangers beat the Twins 4-2. Red Sox, they whooped up the Jays 7-1. The Yankees, they beat up the White Sox 8-1, and they were trending because of Aaron Judge. He parked number 50 today, so that's always a nice feat when you 50 home runs in a season. So shout out Aaron Judge. Obviously, the Yanks made the playoffs yesterday, so big ups to them. Nice. The Phillies, they whooped up the Marlins 11-1. The Pirates, they beat the Reds 4-3 in extra innings, and the Reds were trending for the wrong reason. Why? Because they lost again. The Pirates have dominated the Reds, according to a lot of people. And I guess they just have their number. Sometimes that's how it works. Certain teams just have your number.
Yeah.
The Guardians, they beat the Tigers 5-1. The Rays, they beat the Orioles 6-2. The Brewers, they got revenge on the Padres today and beat them 3-1. And the Nationals beat the Braves 4-3. Those are all the MLB games today.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. There was a lot of MLB today.
Any other sports that are trending right now, or no? Like anything else?
Nope. Not right now. Not right now, Brody.
All right. Well, so that is our sports trends for the night.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. Justin says, surprised that the UCLA one is not on the list. Laugh my ass off. UCSB, that's one of my options for transfer. Then he says, no longer an option now since it made #1 expensive college towns.
UCSB's nice, bro. I've been there. My one of my cousins went to school there, so it's a nice place, nice area. Everyone's on their damn bikes all around there. You know, you can go stay up on DP. You know what I mean? If you went there, you would know what DP is. And yeah, I mean, it's just a college town. It's fun. I didn't know it was that expensive, honestly, because you know, like I consider, like you said, UCLA, I would think that's way more, or even Stanford right here, way more. You know what I mean? I didn't know that. I didn't know that Santa Barbara would be that expensive. Like, it's expensive, I know. Don't get me wrong, but compared to like UCLA, like the area, or even like Stanford, or even Atherton, you know, Menlo Atherton, MA, like, bro, Atherton, that's the richest city in Cali. You know what I'm saying?
But
richest zip code.
But they don't consider those college towns. That's the difference.
Why not?
Because people that
if there's a college in your town, wouldn't that be a college?
Yeah, but it's the city that is designated for housing of the college is what we're talking about, not actual cities that are just next to them. Because some of those cities,
what are you talking about?
Those are people like in Menlo and Atherton. Those are like long-time citizens that have been living in those cities, and they never approved for housing of the universities there. But Santa Barbara,
I'm not buying that.
Yeah. I'm
not buying that at all, because Atherton is the new Hillsborough. That was just created because of tech.
Yeah, but
that's brand new.
They don't have any housing for students in Atherton.
Yeah, they do. Of course they do. There's a college right in there.
It's Menlo College. It's considered part of Menlo College, and they have their own housing.
Yeah, that's Atherton.
Yeah, they have their own housing that they built on campus. They don't have housing off campus. Everything is on campus there. Yeah. That's the difference. You go to UC, you go like through Stanford. Stanford, you can go hella far.
That's Palo Alto.
That's what I'm saying. You can go hella far, and Palo Alto and all those areas, they got housing all around that's still designated for students, even though it's already in the city, not like actual, like some of it is not in Stanford anymore, you know?
I'm not getting it because I'm not understanding it. I don't get the list, because UCLA's up there in Westwood. Why wouldn't that, like, I'm not understanding the list. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to me.
I apologize.
No, and I understand where he's coming from too, because UCLA's in a balling ass area, bro. He's right. That's right next to Beverly Hills.
Of course, and there is no housing for colleges in Beverly Hills. That's like but
it's in Westwood. Yeah, but it's Westwood. Of course, you gotta have some type of housing, some type of it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just weird. I don't understand that survey. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, because even in Santa Barbara, obviously you have the OG people that they don't live by the college. They live in the hills.
Yeah.
Literally in the hills, you know, because that's all old money right there, Santa Barbara.
Right.
You know, like, and those, like I said, those are obviously balling ass areas. And then you have the college down there, you know, like towards the ocean and stuff.
Yep.
No. This guy, man, trying to kill a fly, bro. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yes, sir. It's hump day.
Okay. Thank you. But yeah, so tomorrow in NFL, there will be the Seahawks and the Cardinals NFC West battle. That will be a good game. I don't know who's going to win, but it's on Prime Video, Amazon. Check it out.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So he's the Seahawks and Cardinals?
Yes, sir. NFC West battle should be a good one. They're division rivals, so it'll be a good game. It'll definitely be a good game.
Yeah.
Don't know who's coming out on top, though. I don't really watch the Cardinals or the Seahawks. So.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, of course.
So you have to have Amazon Prime to watch it, though?
It's the only way you can watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. And what's even better is, like I said, you could either watch it on the Amazon Prime Video app, or you could do what I do. Like, if I'm on Amazon ordering, they have the nice little box on the side right there with the game streaming. It's very convenient, because I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I got the game right here, and I got my list going, you know?
Oh, you watch the game on your phone?
I always watch the game on my phone. Where else would I watch the game?
Oh, I thought you'd have like a TV you could watch it on.
I probably could. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have Amazon on one of my things, but I always watch it on my phone. I stream everything from my phone. I'm streaming right now from my phone.
I thought you liked bigger screen, man.
Yeah, I have many screens around my home, but I don't know. I'm on the go, so I'm like when I'm like doing stuff, I'm just watching it from my phone.
Got you.
I'm so used to it. I don't know. I'm just so used to it, you know.
Yeah.
I've always been used to it. Like, I don't know. I think it's just been a while. That's why,
Yeah, for
just
sure.
streaming on the phone, whether it's Netflix, Hulu, or even Amazon Prime Video now.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I got to sneeze, so if you want to keep talking for a second until I can do that.
Hello, weird, man. That's funny though, man. But yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any more sports trends. I don't think so though. I'll obviously go over more NFL games on Friday and college games on Friday. But yeah, only thing tomorrow that's bless you, bro. Jesus, you all right?
It was a long time coming.
Clearly, Jesus.
Woo!
But yeah, there's no other trends, bro, in sports.
We got DTW in the house saying what's up. What up, DTW? Hope all is well.
What up?
505, shout out. All right, let's get into our main trends then, since there is no more sports trending.
Nope, no more sports trends.
Let's get into what the title of the show is today. So it looks like in Dallas, Texas, looks like some shooter went out and attacked the Dallas ICE facility. It looks like authorities identified the alleged shooter in the attack as 29-year-old Joshua John. It says at least 3 people were shot, 2 of whom were killed in the shooting at the ICE facility in Dallas. The FBI says it is investigating the incident as a targeted attack against ICE, and multiple sources familiar with the investigation have identified the alleged shooter as 29-year-old Joshua Jan. So yeah, it says that the shooting reportedly occurred as ICE officers were transferring detainees into the facility. The shooter died due to a self-inflicted wound shortly after the attack, authorities say. The 3 individuals who were shot were all detainees, and 2 of them have died. So it says the 3 detainees were shot while inside a law enforcement van. So they were actually inside the van when they got shot. So yeah. Authorities say that the perpetrator had fired on the facility from a nearby rooftop, striking both the van and other parts of the ICE facility. I don't know, Jay. What do you think, man? That's pretty horrible, right? Like, it doesn't matter who these people are. Like, just getting picked off and shot, like when you're inside a van. That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
And DTW says Christ is king. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And Justin says, why is everything major in this year all lined up in September? Justin, I think ever since 9/11, I think like the elites or whoever controls the situation kind of made it a point to fuck everything up on September. So September has always just kind of been, ever since I feel like 9/11, just been like one of those months where you're expecting shit to go down. It's going to be in September. What do you feel about that, Jay?
I don't know if I feel that way, but I always feel like there's always something going on. But yeah, September just happens to be like that. It's that transition month. And like you said, the whole 9/11 thing. So I feel that did change a lot from 9/11. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, because it's like people kind of expect it. So they're like, oh, we could get away with it at that time.
Right. Yeah, no, it's just now every time September rolls around, I'm like, shit, man, is something going to go down this September,
Yep.
Justin says, no, like actually everything happens is in September. No, yeah, for sure. I believe it, Justin. I believe it, man. Like I said, it's just September is one of those months, It's one of those months. Jay, September for you, do you usually tend to have a good September or bad Septembers?
I don't know. I don't really live like that, man. I live day by day. So,
Okay.
I try to live day by day.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't look at things like that. Like, if you asked me what month it was, I wouldn't even been able to tell you was September.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
Ever since a certain time, like I can't remember what year it was. I was just like, all right, man. I just, I was done with the whole corporate thing, and I was like, all right, I'm living. I started my own shit, and I was just ever since then, I just do day by day.
Right.
I don't do time. I don't do any of that. Leave it alone. I got it. It's over there. Okay. No, don't. This guy's tracking a fly, bro. I swear to God, he's gonna run right into the window.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, like I like living just day by day, bro. You know what I mean? Obviously, I have my plans. Stop. I have my plans for the for future things, but I still doesn't change what I'm going to do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm always going to handle everything I have to do.
DTW says that Tucker new documentary, sheesh, fire.
Which one?
New Tucker Carlson documentary.
Oh, okay. I bet.
I got to check it out.
I believe it. Tucker's always on point.
All right. So, yeah, that is our ICE news. Basically, it got attacked today in Dallas, and 3 people shot. 2 of them were dead, and they were detainees at that facility. Let's move on and get into some Elon Musk news. What you got for them, Jay?
Elon Musk today, he was sharing an AI-generated heart-shaped black hole video on X. It looked cool. It was a 10-second animation on X. So it was created using AI's Grok. The Grok Imagine tool?
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff here, man. It quickly amassed over 15 million views and literally 150,000 likes. So that's why it was trending.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's aligning with the upgrades to Grok because they're planning to integrate AI into X's algorithm within the next month or 2.
Yeah.
Pretty sick, dude. Pretty sick, bro. So I was like, cool. Elon.
Yeah, when I use like all these different like sites like ChatGPT, Grok, and the DeepSeek one or whatever, the Chinese one, Grok always performs so much better than all these other ones. Like I really, not just because I like Elon, but I really feel like when it comes to even the technology, like Elon is way ahead of the game.
Good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how it works.
Exactly. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, it looks like so Grok made that image for him.
He did it.
Yeah,
on Grok. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like he did on Grok. Yeah, using
so
Grok.
he gave it that command to make that happen.
Exactly. And it's basically, obviously it's good for business.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. He knows that. Pretty damn cool
though. Definitely. I always wonder, like, you know what I mean? What kind of like coding do you have to do on Grok or like any kind of platform to be able, like, you know what I mean? Like the complexness of making, like, being able to tell something like, hey, I want you to do this and this for me, and it has to come up with like images and shit. Like, that's so complex. Like, can you imagine the coding that has to be put into something like that, bro?
I don't know, man. When I worked at Yelp, they used to use my iPhone to to put the new apps on for Apple, and I used to watch that coding stuff. That stuff is like gibberish to me, bro. It's literally like gibberish. It's just pages of like, what the hell is going on here?
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's literally gibberish to me. So that, I can't answer anything about coding. That shit, I was just like, this is what you guys do?
Right.
Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm like, hey, you know what? More power to you, bro. You grow up in that era, you would understand it. I didn't grow up in that era. So
exactly.
Yeah, that shit's like literally like gibberish to me, bro.
Yep. Justin says I had better experience with ChatGPT.
A lot of people use ChatGPT for sure.
Justin, what do you? Because I think each one has its own like strong points. What are you using it for? That's better for you rather than Grok? Because I noticed with ChatGPT, it takes a lot longer to pull things up and for it to even work with the processing speed. When I use Grok, I feel like everything is instantaneous. It like is able to pull up the information much quicker. Just some of the experiences I have. I still use ChatGPT more than I use Grok, but I'm kind of starting to lean a little bit more towards grok just because it's just so much quicker, I feel like. But yeah, that's I'm just trying to see what do you do with it, that makes it that much better. And have you even tried using grok for the same thing you're using chat GPT for? That's a good question there. All right, Jay, let's move on to our next trending topic. It looks like we have some good news in the, I guess, disease world. It looks like Huntington's disease has successfully been treated for the first time ever.
Good.
Have you ever heard of Huntington's disease? Huntington's?
I have. I can't tell you exactly what it is, man.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, though.
So it's basically, they say it's one of the cruelest and most devastating diseases. It says that the disease runs through families, relentlessly kills brain cells, and resembles a combination of dementia, Parkinson's, and motor neuron disease.
Yep.
It's an emotional research team became tearful as they described how data shows the disease was slowed by 75% in patients. It means the decline you would normally expect in 1 year would take 4 years after treatment, giving patients decades of good quality life. The new treatment is a type of gene therapy given during 12 to 18 hours of delicate brain surgery. The first symptoms of Huntington's disease tend to appear in your 30s or 40s and is normally fatal within 2 decades, opening the possibility that earlier treatment could prevent symptoms from ever emerging. It says none of the patients who have been treated are being identified, but one was medically retired and has returned to work. Others in the trial are still walking despite being expected to need a wheelchair. Treatment is likely to be very expensive. However, this is a moment of real hope in a disease that hits people in their prime and devastates families. Let's see here. So just kind of showing, I guess, some of the early symptoms of that disease include changes in behavior and the way people move. It eventually people need 24/7 palliative care later on in life if you do get this disease. So yeah, it is a pretty bad disease, and it affects your kind of like your nervous system from what it looks like, because you need to be in a wheelchair. You lose sensation in some of your joints, I guess, and stuff like that. So there's especially for the brain, because it does affect a huge part of the brain where you get dementia type stuff. So, but that's cool. It looks like they are able to start slowing it down and maybe one day even reverse the conditions. That'll be very cool. All right. Justin says, I think Chat GPT provides more data than Grok. Also have heard of Grok incidents that randomly affected the way Grok's AI speaks. I think Chat GPT is better for settings like academic research, which is what I use AI for mainly. Yeah, no, definitely. I think so too. I think for academic stuff, I think Chat GPT does come out ahead. But if you're if you're a content creator, I definitely feel like Grok has the upper edge. It's a little bit more innovative. You can pull up more things and get more things done with it, with ideas. But yeah. But they're both useful, and I think all of them are going to have their niches and be useful in many different ways. That being said, let's move on to our next trend. Jay, what is going on with Governor Newsom today?
Well, you had reported earlier. Basically, Gavin Newsom was talking last night, and he was talking about, he made some comments just some comments last night about, masked men jumping out of unmarked vehicles, people disappearing, no due process, no oversight, no accountability. People say I'm being hyperbolic, bullshit. This is happening in America today. And then what happened today after his comments? You reported it. Remember?
Yeah.
So Mr. J.D. Vance unleashed a whole thing on Gavin Newsom today. And he told him he could go straight to hell. You have no place in the political conversation in the U.S. This is what happens when, Democrats like Newsom say blah, 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 people go and commit violence, clearly, as we saw today, Yeah. He's like, you don't have to agree with our policies, but if your political rhetoric encourages violence against our law enforcement, you can go straight to hell.
Right.
So, yeah, man. Governor Newsom going back and forth with JD. He put, no thanks, JD. I will not be going straight to hell today. Though when I watch you speak, I certainly feel like I'm already there. So this is a whole back and forth thing. But yeah, man. So Governor Newsom, or Gavin Newsom, he yeah, a lot of those comments last night, they're a lot of people relating that to what happened today.
Yeah, exactly.
If that makes sense.
Oh no, it does. It does.
Yeah.
So and Newsom after that incident happened in Dallas,
Yep.
basically from what I understand, Newsom was silent about it. He didn't even try to speak on it.
He spoke on X. That's what I mean. He waited for JD Vance to speak, and then he spoke back.
Oh, I got it.
So this is what people do. They respond on X instead of, out to everyone. But everyone's still going to see it. You know what I mean? But it's a different way of doing it,
I got you.
Like you saw JD Vance on TV speaking, and then Gavin said, all right, you know what? I'm going to wait for that. Now I'll reply,
Yeah. So do you think that would have not happened if Newsom wouldn't have made those comments beforehand?
I don't know if I can actually say that. I don't agree with a lot of Gavin Newsom things, you know what I mean? But, just, I don't know if I could say if it was or wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? I can't, I'm not God. I can't predict that stuff. You know what I mean? But does it encourage shit like that? Yeah, obviously. I believe that totally.
No, I feel
but people have different mentals, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, do I agree with what Gavin Newsom had said last time? No, of course not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I would. It's not like I don't think he was personally responsible for it, but it doesn't help,
Nah, he's a piece of shit, bro.
And see, I agree, and then I don't, because like I said, I knew a different Gavin Newsom growing up. Remember? I knew the Gavin Newsom that was totally opposite of this. The guy who was all about the bars, clubs, the guy who was just coming up, the businessman guy, the cool dude, not the dude who decided to change everything, literally, and then, for politic wise, let's just say,
Yeah.
It's exactly what happened.
I remember when the voters decided to vote in that 3-strike law again, and how he was so upset that California voted for it, and he was like, "Oh, this was going to lead to mass incarceration again, and all the strain on our tax system because of the jails." It's like, bro, what about the strain on our tax system now because all these break-ins and everything is happening? And then, you know what I mean? Like what are you talking about, Newscum? Like, yeah, you might have been cool at one time, but not anymore, bro. Like, you're a piece of shit now.
I told you, it's like you're playing a role. So he's playing the total opposite role. I told you, I already knew this years ago when everything started happening, because everyone in SF started talking about it. A lot of people know this guy personally in SF. And he's just playing the role so he could be president. You know damn well, and I know damn well he's going to be president one day. I've known this for a long time. That's why he plays this role. It's a role. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Well, he needs to slow his role, bro.
He's trying to actually advance his role so he could become president soon. That you could tell. Everything he does. Everything he does. Huh?
I get you. In the next election, he's probably going to already be running.
Exactly. And you have to understand that this dude has all the people who I believe are just not with it here they're all backing him.
Yeah, all the Adam Johnsons of the world.
Yes, and there's a lot of those. There are a lot of those, especially where we live, and he has a lot of backing across the US, bro. Believe me. So he's playing that role to a fucking T so he could be president. I already know. It's common sense. I've been knowing this for a long time. That's why all the moves he makes are exactly geared toward that. It's common sense, bro. Yeah. He's been doing it for a long time now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's why President Trump is doing anything he can to try to figure out, okay, how am I going to extend this? You know? Because like I said, man, yeah.
I'm sure they'll find other ways to call Newsom out, by the time that Trump's presidency is over, his term is over. They'll find a bunch of other scum on him since he is a new scum.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes, brother.
I already know.
All right. Let's move on then and get into some celebrity news. So it looks like my ex-girlfriend Rihanna is welcoming her third baby with ASAP Rocky. Did you know about that, Jay?
No.
So, yeah. It looks like Rihanna has welcomed the new baby into the life. Now it is a baby boy. It says that to baby number 3, a daughter who they named Rocky Irish Myers, according to the singer, who posted a photo of her new addition on her official IG account. She and her longtime partner, rapper and entrepreneur A$AP Rocky, are also the parents of son Raza, born in 2022, and son Riot, who was born in 2023. So yeah, so they had 2 boys and now they have a girl. So it looks like they are complete with what they wanted. It says that Rihanna first appeared with a baby bump in May, and now, it looks like she just gave birth. Rihanna is 34, and A$AP Rocky is 33 years old. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Jay, are you a fan of Rihanna?
She's all right. I have nothing against Rihanna.
You like her music?
It's all right. It's not bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, her and A$AP Rocky, bro, they looks like they're in it for good for the long term.
Good.
It might be one of those celebrity couples that actually makes it in life.
Okay. It's on my phone.
I hope your dog gets that fly because I keep seeing it flying over your camera.
So I was just about to say, I don't want him to jump at my phone because it's on my actual. So the fly's on my phone. So I have the big, the bright ring around my phone right now because I'm streaming, and the fly's literally right in the middle of my phone, and he's like tracking it, like watching. Now the fly's on the other side. I can't see it. It's on my screen.
Oh,
he's hiding from my dog, basically.
Right.
But it's hella bright over there, so this is hella funny.
You know what's hella funny too is my male cat Silver.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him, but I think some fly like really got to him and was fucking with him because he got scared of flies, bro.
What?
He used to love chasing flies, and then one day I tried to get him to like get a fly, bro, and then when the fly like flew by him, he like ran away from it. And then ever since that happened, bro, like now if a fly comes in, he'll run away. Like he gets scared of flies. I don't know.
Maybe it was a bee.
Something happened where some kind of fly disowned him, and maybe it was something else that was flying around, wasn't a fly.
That's what I mean.
He had a bad experience with it, and now he's scared of flies.
Yeah, maybe it was a bee, and it was attempting to sting him or something.
It's just so weird, bro. Because I never knew a cat that's afraid of flies. He'll bring home birds and other shit, but not flies.
Yeah, I get it.
Get it. All right, let's move on to our last trend. Jay, what's going on with our new video game?
Insomniac Games. They unveiled Marvel's Wolverine, the trailer. Did you see the trailer?
No.
Shit looked dope. I was like, okay. I like Wolverine. You know what I mean? I'm a Wolverine fan. So it looked dope. I'm not gonna lie. It's planning to coming out next year. So I believe GTA 6 will come out first, and then the later half of the year will be Marvel's Wolverine. It looks dope too. But it was trending really high on X. So yeah, pretty damn sick, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Do you have a video of it or no?
Yeah, I'm showing it as you're talking.
Oh, you are? Good. Yeah, man, it looks dope. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Pretty impressive. Impressive stuff, bro.
Yeah, the graphics look pretty damn good on it, like very clear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll say that much. I'm showing it as we speak. So
it's fucking.
So, do you know if this is like an open world game? It looks kind of like it's open world, bro. That'd be pretty dope.
You're talking to the wrong person. I don't even know what that means.
Like,
I'm like,
that's how
open
the game
world.
kind of do little things here and there. You can
Kind of what?
where it's like it's not like a story that you have to follow. You can kind of go wherever you want, type shit. You know?
Right. Talking to the wrong person, bro. I don't play video games. There's only one video game I will always play ever in life, and it's because I could manhandle everyone in it. You know what I mean?
Madden.
That's it. It's the only game I can play that any time of the year, anytime. Stop it. Any time of the year. Like, it doesn't matter what season it will be in Madden. I can always play it.
Yeah.
It's very easy. I've been playing it since, way too long. I haven't played it in how long? We can put it on right now. I'll whoop your ass. That's the only game I play.
I'll be down to do that, but then once we do that, then game 2, we're going to do NBA 2K.
No, why?
So we can have 2 fun games.
Stop. Get away from my Jordan. Stop.
We'll get it on Twitch. We'll stream live our game.
Yeah, well, we can stream it all you want, but I'm not. Why would I play 2K? I don't want to play NBA.
Well, I'm gonna play Madden, which I don't really play, so you can play me in NBA 2K as well.
No, because I would have to.
You have to feel like you can only win and I can't win. I want to win in something too.
No, do you see me playing Madden right now? I haven't played Madden hell long.
You played Madden probably before I played Madden.
Of course I have. I've been playing Madden since the 90s, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So it's only fair for me to be able to play a game that I always play and for you to play a game that you always play.
Yeah, no, it makes it fair that I haven't played a video game in how long? You probably play way more than me. So we're just choosing a game in the season and we could stream it. And I just think Madden is just the all-around sports game.
I mean, they're both all-around sports games. They'll be fun.
The what?
They'll be fun, both of them, if we play them, you know?
Oh, okay, if I'm playing NBA 2K, I need to play at least a week before. Give me a week of games first.
We'll do the same for both. I mean, we can do this the same way.
I don't care. You can play Madden all you want. That's what I'm saying. You could play a week before, and I'll be like, okay, cool, let's play. I don't need. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't need to do that in Madden.
So we'll play a week before. I'll play Madden. You play some NBA 2K, and then we'll be ready for each other.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me. You didn't say that.
Yeah, because I didn't.
That's fine with me.
I didn't have any rules about it. I was just like, do whatever we got to do. You know, like shit.
Yeah, that's fine with me. That's totally fine with me. I could do that. You know what I mean? I'll just play. Huh?
I'm just FYI. I'm gonna hire a professional for Madden to play for a week.
What the fuck?
That way, you're gonna be so shocked. When I beat you with the Raiders.
That's hella funny, actually. But and honestly, in Madden, it's not even about your teams. It's if you know what you're doing in Madden, you can use anything.
Oh, I know.
That's literally how it works. If you know your team and you know the strengths and weaknesses, and you could read defense, offense, doesn't matter what team you have.
Bro, I'm gonna get so good at Madden. I'm gonna beat you with the Browns. I'm telling you.
Just because you said that, if you're the Raiders, I'll use the Browns and whoop your ass.
Damn.
I'll use the Browns and whoop your ass. That's hella funny. It's not a bad idea, actually.
I know. Well, now that you said it, yeah. When we do that stream live, we'll show the people.
Not the first. Not the first game. The first game I'm going to use. I'll use my squad, and then after I beat you with my squad, then I'll use the Browns to beat you.
Okay. Well, I'll do the same for you for NBA 2K then.
That's all good.
I'll use the Lakers to beat you once, and then as the second.
Oh, it's fine. I'm the season NBA. That's fine. It's not even a question.
For the second game, I'll use like the freaking I don't know, the Charlotte Bobcats or whatever they're called.
That's fine with me, bro. Because in NBA, if you give me a week to play NBA 2K, I'll be ready. Yeah,
of course.
It'll be light work.
Not a problem.
It'll be light work. See, the difference with NBA and like Madden, NBA, it's just gameplay.
Oh, I know.
Madden is strategy.
Right.
It's all strategy and reading. If you can just read, like, this, that, simple. Yeah. NBA, you actually have to know, like, okay, I got to do this. Okay, I should do. You know what I mean? It's like boom, 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 boom. You know?
True.
Yeah. So as long as you know the players in NBA, easy.
Right.
You know? I liked playing 2K before. Remember, we used to play 2K.
I know. I remember.
Yeah, so like, so I mean, all I need is a week. That's it.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Now the fly's on one of my Jordans.
And Justin says, "No, not the Jays. Get away from it."
Exactly. Jesus, that's what I'm saying. And it's my fault because I have my box right here, and they should be in the box.
Yeah.
No. Stop. Yeah, they should be in the box, but yeah, that's my fault. But he'll be fine. He's not going to get to it. I can see it.
Yeah, I got you. All right, Jay, that is our trending topics. Let's move on and get into your movie of the night. What are you watching tonight?
You don't know what this is. I know you don't know what this is.
No.
I know you don't know. That's exactly why I put it on. This is a movie that I watched when I was a kid, and it stuck with me for that many years, bro. You don't know, huh?
No, what's the name of it?
It's called The Monster Squad.
Never heard of it.
I figured you had. I figured you wouldn't, bro.
87.
It's an old school film, bro. Huh?
87.
Exactly. It's an old school one, dude. Old school.
What's the movie about?
Basically, how do I put it? You got about there's a good amount of youngsters. They're all like friends. They all grow up together, and they started a club called the Monster Squad. And basically, they find like this old like type book. You know what I mean? And what they're trying to do is figure out, because there's stuff going on in their town, and they're trying to figure out like if it's like Dracula, Mummy, Wolfman, all that stuff. But they're trying to figure out what's going on in their town. You know what I mean? Because the cops, no one believes what's going on. You know what I mean? Like there's been killings, murders, this, that, and they're trying to figure it out. And obviously they're the Monster Squad, so they're gonna go figure it out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's what I mean. As a kid, bro, like I'd be watching this as a kid, right? And I would just be like, damn, I don't know. I told you I was always into like horror movies and shit. Like I wasn't trying to watch cartoons. I was watching this shit. You know what I mean? Watching the Draculas, the Wolfmans, the mummies, all that stuff. Frankenstein, But I thought, this just hits a different level because I'm very biased because I grew up watching this shit. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
One of my favorite movies growing up, bro.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorites, bro. Like, good. Leave the fly alone. But yeah, I love this movie, bro.
What do you rate the movie?
Come on, man. It's not even a question, bro. But I'll tell you this right now. Obviously, it's a Brady for me because I grew up watching it, and it's like I said, it hits different. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But fat kid. So that kid's name on the far left, they call him Fat Kid.
Why?
Because he's fat.
It's kind of mean, bro.
And yeah, so back in the day, they used to use Fat Kid and a lot of different things, but Fat Kid be farting a lot in this movie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man. So back in the day, obviously the movies were different. We used a lot of different slang. You know that?
Yeah.
There's other terms I could use too that are used in a lot of movies, but I'm not going to say them right now.
Oh, I got you.
But this one, yeah, this movie just it hits different with me, man.
Okay.
It's very different with me because, like I said, this was like instead of watching like cartoon stuff, I watched stuff like this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's very different for me. I finished that coffee, by the way. It was very good.
Very good coffee, huh?
Yeah, it was very good stuff. Like I said, I make a really good coffee myself, but this very, very, very similar. Very similar. Very good stuff.
So you're giving this movie a 9.9, you said? Or Brady?
I'm Brady, bro. I have to because I don't know movies these days that would be like it. I can't think of any that would be like this. Like ever since this came out, I can't think of one that would be like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's its own little world. They've never remade it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Sure.
I thought it was a really good one. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's different.
Yeah.
It hits different with me because, like I said, I remember being a fucking kid watching this shit. an
Yep.
actual kid, a youngster, you know, never got scared really, you know what I'm saying? So fucking dope movie though, bro.
Peace out.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, quality film, bro. One of my favorites growing up.
All right, Jay, then let's do some movies on Tom Noonan.
Tom Noonan. Damn, he was the okay. All right. Tom Noonan. I'm gonna have to cheat and look up some stuff, man.
Let's do it.
That's a tough one.
He's got a lot of movies.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Um.
What
Fuck.
is your favorite Tom Noonan movie?
Well, I'm gonna have to be a little biased, and I'll go. Jesus, man, this guy's catalog is huge. Holy shit. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go because this was one of my favorites growing up too. Last Action Hero.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right.
that was such a great film with Arnold. You know, I'm a big Arnold fan, and I remember him. I actually remember him in that. You know what I mean? Like he played a great part in that. So
Right.
that's probably that'll be my favorite one of his.
Definitely. What about underrated?
Underrated. I will go. Obviously, I'll throw this one in there, but I'll also go. Heat.
Okay.
Oh fuck, hell of a movie, bro. You know that. That's like one of my favorite movies,
Definitely.
like all time.
That was a great movie. Great movie.
Oh, dude, there's too many people in that movie, you know. But he had a smaller part in it.
Yeah, I understand.
But that was a great movie, bro. So yeah, we'll go Heat in this one, obviously.
For me, I'll say my favorite will be RoboCop 2.
Oh, RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quality.
And as far as underrated, I'm going to have to go with Knockaround Guys.
Knockaround. I don't know that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that one is the one with Vin Diesel.
Knockaround Guys. I don't know that one.
Oh, damn. That's not good, bro.
I don't know that one. I know most of Vin Diesel's movies too.
2001 film. It has Vin Diesel, Seth Green, and Barry Pepper in it. You're gonna want to watch this movie, bro. It's well-known Brooklyn-based mobsters and their desperate fight to retrieve a bag of cash in a small Montana town ruled by a powerful sheriff. As they unite to find the money, they come face to face with the bloodshed and betrayal that is their birthright.
I wonder if no, you know what? I don't know. I don't think I have seen it.
Yeah, bro.
I bet you it probably just got overshadowed because you said it came out when?
2001.
Yeah, and that's when he dropped Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
So it probably got overshadowed. I probably didn't even. Yeah.
You even got John Malkovich in this movie, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a man. It's got a lineup of people in it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I've never seen. Knockaround Guys, huh?
Knockaround Guys. You got to watch it.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of movies I got to watch.
Yep.
That's
All
real.
right. That is our movie of the night. And we are watching. What are we watching, Jay?
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad, 1987 flick. Check it out if you haven't. Jay has officially gave it a Brady for you guys.
Hell yeah! But like I said, that's a biased Brady because I grew up watching that as a kid.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Quality stuff there, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's move on and get into our crypto. Let's see what is going on in these markets. So it looks like crypto is falling a little bit more today. Bitcoin sitting at 111,823. It is down 0.32%. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, sitting at 4,028. It is down 2.78%. And it looks like XRP has once again flipped Tether, number 3 spot, $2.85. It is up 0.50% right now. And your fear and greed index, we are officially into fear. We are in 39 fear, which looks like when fear comes in, people are selling and not buying. And it looks like, markets are kind of going down at the moment. Your global crypto market cap as a whole is sitting at 3.9 trillion. It is up 0.75%. So just based on these parameters alone, if there's money coming into the market, but we're into fear, then it looks like people are actually starting to buy again. So This is just my opinion, not financial advice, but I would say give it another week so that this market can catch up with what's happening, because it looks like people are buying again. And I think, it's just that this is kind of at a low point. So people are like, after they just sold or it got leveraged out, they're like, all right, let's get into it again. And I think that the markets will start going up again pretty soon here. As far as your top 5 trending coins, number 1, you have 48 Club Token. That one is at $48. Number 2 is XRP. Number 3 is Linea, which is down 11%. Number 4 is Hemi. Hemi is down 8%. And number 5 is Zeus Network, which is down 3%. As far as your top 5 gainers go, we have number 1, Turbo Boehm. That one is up 3,587%. Number 2 is RYI Unity, which is up 1,238%. Number 3, we have Robinhood. That one is up 782%. Number 4 is Harris Dogs, which is up 477%. And number 5 is Paparazzi Token. That one is up 516%. Let's get into your top 100 notable mentions. Number 12, we have Grok. Grok is up 402%. Number 16, we have BlackRock, which is up 396%. Number 21, we have Purification, which is up 302%. At number 31, we have Z. Z is up 243%. At number 38, we have XRP AI, which is up 169%. At number 44, we have Codemong AI, which is up 117%. At number 50, we have Rice AI, which is up 62%. At number 60, we have Quain, Quain. That one is up 35%. At number 68, we have I Love Puppies, which is up 33%. At number 73, we have Mix Marvel. That one is up 33%. At number 80, we have Serum, which is down actually 2.2% right now. At number 91, we have W Coin. W Coin is up 19%. At number 96, we have Weather XM. That one is up 19%. And in your top 100 spot for the day, we have Baby Shark Universe. Baby Shark Universe is, shoot, I just lost it. It was up like 19% right now, guys. All right, that is our crypto for the day. Like I said, it looks like we are in the fear, and it doesn't look like we're going to be going too much more further down. We should be starting to come back up pretty soon over here. And Justin says Bitcoin seems to be hitting support line 111,966. Could be good potential along once there is more signs of reversal. That is true. It looks like, the support line is there at 111 and it keeps just hitting it. So, once it starts breaking out and going into that 112 more and more, I think that we're going to start, getting like more people into it and noting that it's going to be going back up, So I think people are just waiting for that to not go down anymore. Let's move on. And let's get into your guys' horoscopes for tomorrow. This is going to be for September 25th, 2025. Oh, those are cool numbers, Jay. We got the 25th of 2025 tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow is going to be a lot of 5s in the numbers.
Okay. Cool.
So, this is going to be for September 25th, starting with the first sign of the zodiac, which is also my sign, Aries. So, tomorrow, Aries, the harder you try to analyze something, the less it is going to come to you. Demands tomorrow that you throw away the thinking cap and glide on waves of stillness. Give yourself enough space to just stop all analytical thinking. Your energy wants to soften. It does not want pressure. Taurus, you are usually the one who keeps things hard together, but tomorrow you can allow yourself to want softness. You do not need to carry every weight or explain every feeling. Let comfort be your guide. Choose calm over effort and quiet over proving. Gemini, before reaching for the phone tomorrow, take a moment and connect with yourself. How do you feel about this moment? Now that feeling carries more weight than any message or news that might come in. So if you could, give it a moment of silence, a few good breathing exercises, and some space before letting the world in. That would do wonders for you, Gemini. Then we got our Cancer. Your attention is your power, and it is a wise one that tomorrow asks you to put it to use. Wherever you look, it grows. So make your focus worthy of your values. If something keeps draining your energy but never returns anything to you, then the hour is ripe for a shift. Let your actions mirror what matters to your heart. Then we got J sign Leo. A slight change in your routine might bring about a big realization by tomorrow. Do not ignore the faint signs around you. A simple thing might cause your eyes to be opened to a truth that you have never noticed. You do not need to undergo the extraordinary to gain a revelation. Usually, clarity coexists with trivial events. Keep your awareness tracking, especially through subtle moments. Trust yourself. Then we got Virgo. You are helpful by nature, but tomorrow, remember that your time is yours too. Do not owe your presence to everyone every moment. It is okay to step back and protect your space. Let yourself rest without guilt. Libra. If tension seems to sit on the shoulders tomorrow, do not allow it to trickle away. Question: what is it trying to show? There might be something slightly amiss and your body feels it before your mind really detects it. Use these moments of discomfort as a compass and never as a burden. An invitation is being extended to you to make a change. Perhaps it is a habit or a direction. Now we got our Scorpio. Tomorrow asks you to slow down and truly acknowledge presence whenever you feel grounded. Your thoughts settle down when your pace softens. You need not be everywhere or do everything. To anchor itself in its rhythm will be comforting. A little time for sitting with your feelings through without seeking a way out of them would do you well. Then we got my wife's sign, Sagittarius. You often aim to shine, yet tomorrow reminds you of the greater power that it is to be honest rather than impressing others. Speak and act from your truth, not from what looks good to others. You don't have to put on a show to be accepted by others. Let your heart take the lead, even if it does feel vulnerable. The genuine comes closer with the right people and right paths. Then we got our Capricorn. You are always striving, but tomorrow asks you to be gentle with that part of you that is still learning.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be perfect. Growth is happening. Let go of pressure to finish everything fast and celebrate the efforts more than the results. You are allowed to measure time and be uncertain about it. Aquarius. Ideas fill your mind, but tomorrow observe where your energy naturally flows. Do not force yourself into a plan, but watch where you feel most alive and drawn. Do whatever feels light and true. Do not push yourself into old patterns. Let your energy guide you on the path. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. Perhaps you spend the day waiting to be calm after a busy day, but tomorrow you'll learn that you start with calm. Slow breaths for a calm start to your morning. Select softness first. You do not have to earn stillness, and it is already granted upon you. Create a mood with gentle energy for everything that you do. All right, guys, that is our horoscope for tomorrow. That's going to be for September 25th, 2025. We like to do that every day to help guide you along your path. Now, let's move on and get into my conspiracy of the night. So, Jay, I know me and you have always been talking about this, and I have asked you many times about this before, but I want to ask you again and just get your thoughts since I'm doing the conspiracy about it. So I know you said before, Jay, that AI, it doesn't really matter to you how they pursue with it and what they do with it in the future because you don't do any kind of crimes and you don't care. That was your words, right?
Yeah.
So I guess where I do care about what's going to be happening in the future with the way that things are going is that, and I don't know if you agree with me on this, but even if you don't do anything right now, like let's say you're not doing any crimes, you're a law-abiding citizen, but what if we get into like a civil war? What if we get into like some kind of war with the government? The government tries to really come down and control us in ways that we can't even imagine, and we have to fight back. By then, it might be too late if they're super superior with AI and they have robots and drones and everything else. So I think when it comes down to limiting AI and the things that they're doing, I think it would be a good idea to limit it in a certain manner, just because of that fact that there needs to be checks and balances. And I feel like if we just let all these robots and everything get developed and the government is the one that is kind of controlling it all, that could be later on a little bit too much power for them. And when the wrong administration is in power, then that could signify pretty bad things, for the people.
What are you asking me? What are you asking me?
I'm just saying, in that context, wouldn't you kind of see AI as a little bit stepping over the boundary that they need to kind of limit what they're doing with it?
No, I don't. If I even thought anything like that, which that could happen hypothetically in the next 200 years, I would just be like, all right, that just means I got to get more balling, have my own little AI army, and I'll be fine.
But what obviously about the people that are not going to be balling and that
that's why. Okay, I don't mean to be mean, but why am I worried about other people when I should be worried about me and like my close people? I'm not trying to be mean, but that's, everyone. If that really were to happen, people need to learn that they need to learn how to fend for themselves and then team up with people who are okay. This dude's got shit together. He's got hella guns. He's got hella AI, this and that. If I team up with him, boom, we could take on blah, 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 blah. That's how it works. You should know that's how it works.
Justin says the government consists of few people in authority. Citizens would win in pure number of people.
That's a good point, too. Didn't even think about that. But also, there's a lot of dead weight with citizens because there's a lot of citizens that just go along through their days like, do. So, yeah, what I mean?
And Justin, that's the thing, is that most citizens would not fight back. So,
I would fight back.
I'm saying most citizens would not, though. And that the thing is, you can have as many citizens as you want, but if they don't choose to fight back because a lot of them just don't have it in them, then you're basically having people that you can control anyway. And then on top of that, right now, Jay, is the time where we can consider the facts of what if we build too much AI, and this can, like, later on, we can foresee now that this could be a problem for humanity. So why not stop it now and not even have to worry about the people that
because this isn't you don't stop it. You don't just stop it.
I'm not saying stop it completely. I'm saying just regulate it so that it's not going out of control and people are able to, like, build these for governments and for companies, you know what I mean?
Well, like I said, if you really thought like that, then obviously get balling, get your own little AI army, which you can do, you know what I mean? And just go about it like that. Nothing wrong with that. Build up all your artillery, stack up on the guns, ammo, everything. That's what I mean. You can build your own little thing. That's what I mean. If you really thought like that. I don't think like that. Oh my God, AI is gonna take over. Oh my God, the red switch is gonna turn on. Oh my God, robots are gonna kill us. They're gonna control. I'm not scared of that shit. I'm definitely not scared of that. And I'm definitely the type to, if that ever happened, I would fucking blow them up. I'm the type that would fight back. I'm different.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't going out without no fight.
No, definitely.
I grew up watching Terminator. You know what I mean? I grew up watching the Sarah Connors take on Terminator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that you realize what you're talking about has been predicted in every movie.
Right.
So you're saying this is inevitably going to happen, where robots are going to face us.
I mean, it's not even robots, more like even drones that they're using, because they're already using drones.
You can shoot down a drone from right here. Jesus. Yeah, there's a drone flying around to shoot the motherfucker down. Who cares?
When you got like hundreds of them coming straight at you.
Oh my God!
Like, that's a different story.
See what I mean? That's so hypothetical. Yeah, there's gonna be 1,000 of them right there. There's 1,000 drones. Oh my God! You don't think you can come up with a weapon? You can just throw a damn grenade, boom, blow them all up.
You blow yourself up with them,
Oh my God! Bazooka, better.
I just don't know where to get that kind of weaponry.
That's what I mean. That's the research. If you really believe in this shit, that's the research you should be doing. Hey, dude, this is the future too. Already, we are here now. They probably got so many different weapons. You know what I mean? So many different things. Oh, drones are run by what? Oh, okay. You know what? I could take out all the drones by just taking out a certain electronic thing. Boom, done. You can't. They won't be running no more. Done. You see what I mean? There's different ways to fight warfare. You know what I mean? Oh, all the drones are run on that network. Take that satellite out right there. Rock. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, take that shit out. Okay, drones are done. You see what I mean? There's ways to combat what you're talking about. There's always something to combat anything. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, later on, if there's more robots than there is going to be humans, it's going to be really easy for governments to, you know what I mean, let robots do their dirty work and do things. You know what I mean?
Like I said, now comes in the chess. You know what I mean? You got to think strategically. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta exploit one's weaknesses. You know what I mean? That's it.
Like, I don't know
That's
if you
for you to think about.
I don't know if you remember, like 6 months ago, we reported on how the drones attacked even like some kind of oil. I don't know if it was like a cargo ship that had oil or something like in the Middle East. I remember like there was like a big old story about it. So I don't know, man. Like, it's happening already, but it's just not as like, you know what I mean? It's not as
well.
Like,
what you're talking about is 100 years away, maybe 200. You're not talking about anything right now. You're talking about like 100 years down the road.
I don't know, bro. Like, even in San Francisco, like, look, just yesterday we reported on how the jewelry thieves, you know what I mean, were stealing, but now they had the drones.
Good. If we actually had robot police, they would have been done for.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But they're already using that technology. And
okay, that's technology. We need the actual. If we were in the state you're talking about, we'd already have robots as police out there. You think any of those jackasses would have gotten away with that? No.
So let me ask you, did you know, for instance, that ex-President Biden signed an executive order in June unleashing American drone dominance, and which accelerated commercialization of drone tech and expands regulatory approval? So you don't have to have as much regulations. You're just getting approved much quicker now.
Cool. So we could go use drones too. What's your point?
We have, but when whatever drones we try to use, they always are trying to make more and more laws and rules against it for an average day citizen to be able to use it and to fly.
Okay, so you're saying there's different laws for the drones. Okay, all right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you didn't say that. Now that you say that, I'm like, okay, that's fair. I get where you're going with that.
Right. It says that many states are passing laws to limit drone use. Some bills ban audio and video capable drones from flying over private property without permission, limit state surveillance uses, or regulate what law enforcement can do with drone footage. So they're making some laws to do, so that it doesn't go like crazy as of right now.
Of course.
But drones themselves, how are they a big threat? Well, you're going to have surveillance drones with thermal sensors, high-res cameras, audio, license plate readers. All this is going to be happening in the future. They're going to be able to hover, scan windows, follow your car, track movement. EPIC warns that aerial surveillance lowers the bar for monitoring people. Then you have Custom and Border Protection, which is going to be does use drones and border security, often without warrants. They may monitor citizens in U.S. border regions, even when law doesn't require a crime suspicion. And then you're also going to have psychological impacts, constant feeling of being watched, which induces anxiety and paranoia. People may self-censor or avoid speeches or protests out of fear. So, you know what I mean? Like, this is all going to be happening, bro.
Eliminate Berkeley. I ain't mad.
Yeah, you're eliminating a lot more than just Berkeley.
I know, I'm just joking, man. They got something to protest every week. I don't know, man. You just look at it very in depth, which is cool. I like it. It's very different.
We have to look at all the stories. Like,
I ain't mad at it. Am I afraid of it? No.
Because now AI now drones are getting AI implementation as well. So now you're getting drones that are having computer vision, facial recognition,
exactly,
pattern detection.
Now, what I was saying, go to the root of it. How do you take out a drone easily? Take out what they're linked to. That's it. That's what I'm saying, man. You have to go to the root of things.
Yep.
Even like you said, oh, there's 1,000 of them right there. I could, like you said, you could throw whatever at them, blow them up, this and that. Why don't I go to the root of the problem? Done.
Well,
That's it.
other risks of having too many drones is it could be increasingly used in government functions for surveillance and social monitoring. It can also be deployed to generate profiles, cross-reference data, find patterns in behavior, sometimes without transparency. Then there's also the worrying possibility of drone swarms or micro drones that are small, cheap, possibly hard to detect, which can be networked or autonomous. Uses might include crowd control, surveillance in private areas, trace detection. EPIC highlights swarm drones as an upcoming concern. You also have weaponization laws. FAA has been clear that attaching weapons to drones is illegal as of right now, but regulation enforcement and loopholes are always well documented and are there for the uses that are not, that for military use, I guess you could say,
I got you.
And let's talk about hypothetical worst case scenarios. You would have mass population monitoring. Drones with AI track citizen movement, faces, gatherings. Political dissenters could be flagged purely by behavior, not crime. You're going to also have predictive policy, policing and preemptive arrests. Pattern detection could mark individuals high risk and lead to interventions before crime, possibly violating due process, which is something that has already been said in that movie with Tom Cruise. That kind of has already been happening. Drone mistakes and false targets. AI misidentification leads to wrongful surveillance or even wrongful use of force if weaponized. You're going to have corporate surveillance partnerships. Private companies offering data or cloud services to governments may collect your personal footage, voice, and metadata. And then you're going to have autonomous weapon use through illegal uses. There are risk of misuse under emergency powers or military orders. Drones and AI can be used irresponsibly. So, Jay, going on to what you're saying about it being easy to stop, I'm going to go over why it might be a little bit harder than you think to stop this.
Okay.
So the first thing would be speed of technology versus speed of law. Tech evolves faster than the laws. So AI cameras and aerial imaging get better every year. Regulatory frameworks are lagging. Then we're also seeing now the normalization of surveillance. People are more and more accepting of cameras everywhere, phones tracking location, smart devices listening, and once privacy erodes little by little, it becomes the new norm. So that can also be a problem now that people are not looking at. You also have profit and power incentives. Big tech, defense contractors, law enforcement agencies all stand to gain from expanded surveillance powers. This creates resistance to regulation. And you also are going to have a lack of transparency and oversight. Many programs are secret or not fully disclosed. Data storage, sharing, use often, military applications, and the public is seldom aware of the full scope and range of what is actually being done and what is happening behind the scenes. Let's talk about some of the things that certain states or maybe governments are already doing to try to combat some of this that we're talking about and overstepping of AI and drones. So we do have some states that have passed bills already restricting drones over private property, requiring warrants from law enforcement drone surveillance, and banning audio video from drones in certain zones. We also have the FAA's regulations, which are making weaponized drones illegal without authorization. So that to me is more for the people. Like they don't want people weaponizing drones. Federal programs such as the Domestic Counter Unmanned Aircraft Systems National Action Plan try to set framework against misuse while preserving safety and legitimate uses. There are AI oversight movements. The EU's AI Act includes restricting on how facial recognition or predictive policing can be used. Public pressure and courts also sometimes limit or reject slippery applications. So, there is some steps that are being done, but I think that is just moving at a much faster pace than what can be done at the moment. So what can we do? How can we be proactive to kind of slowing this down if we really wanted to, if we value our freedom? First off, we have to push for local rules and transparency. Number two, we should know our rights. Fourth Amendment in the U.S. protects from unreasonable search, find legal resources on what is or isn't allowed with aerial surveillance. Number three, we need to support civil liberties groups, organizations like the ACLU, which are Privacy International, which are fighting these issues. We got to use privacy tools personally. We got to encrypt our communications, use secure messaging, turn off tracking when not needed, use camera covers, and consider how much you share publicly. And last but not least, we have to watch for drone program legislation. Stay informed on proposed bills and rules in your state, cities about the drones and about AI use and surveillance data rights. We have to mobilize when they attempt to pass overreaching laws and make sure that these laws do not get passed. All right, guys, that is our conspiracy of the night, and it is about the use of AI and drones and the overstepping boundaries of government and corporations, how they can incorporate this to overstep on our freedoms and liberties. All right, let's move on. Shout out to everybody watching, by the way. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. That is pretty much it for us. In case you guys missed it, we did go live for you last night at the gym. We will also do our last live at the gym tonight as well for the week. We are going to get into biceps, triceps, and abs tonight. So arms and abs for the night, guys. Check that out. We are going to try to hit it up a little bit earlier today than yesterday and the day before, just because I do have work and I have to wake up earlier in the morning than usual. But we are finishing at a pretty decent time the show today, so we should be able to be there by like 11:15, 11:30-ish. Hopefully, Jay's phone is somewhat charged. And saying that, health, wealth, and happiness, that is the motto of our show. So let's get into it. And Jay, let's give them our final words of wisdom. What you got for them today, Jay?
Going with Niccolo Machiavelli. One should never fall in the belief that you can find someone to pick you up. I'm going with that one because you got to have, obviously, true strength and resilience. You can't always rely on, the idea of depending on someone to rescue you, or even come into obviously you're going to have your close folks in life, but you always have to depend on yourself for everything. You know what I mean? You really do. That's how life works. You know what I'm saying? You got to have stuff in lock, and then if people want to help you along your journey, that's blessings. You know what I mean? But you have to, you can't fall into the belief that someone's going to always be there to pick you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I am going with that one today. I believe that's it's very important because you are responsible for your own life. You know what I mean? You can't, like I said, you can't expect people to just always be there and just pick you up. Obviously, if they help you along the way, that's just, like I said, that's extra added blessings. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm going with that one.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Justin says, there's a saying, 10 enemies minus 2 enemies equals 20 enemies or enemies. Those 2 enemies might have friends and families thinking about the resistance. And then he says, look at Nepal. Yeah, that's true.
Got it.
I just don't think Nepal has that kind of technology like the U.S. or other like major countries, so people still do that over there. And to kind of end with our, final words of wisdom and going off of what Jay is saying, remember, guys, at the end of the day, one of the greatest lessons in life will ever teach you is that you must depend on yourself first. Others may come and go, promises may be broken, and support may fade, but the one person you will always walk this road with is you. When you learn to cultivate that inner strength, you'll find that self-reliance becomes the foundation of your freedom. Remember, asking for help is not weakness, but expecting others to carry your load will always leave you disappointed. Build yourself up, sharpen your mind, strengthen your spirit, and trust your own two hands to shape your destiny. As the great spiritual teacher Rumi once said, be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. In other words, don't cling to what or who cannot hold you. Depend on yourself, grow your own roots, and you'll stand strong no matter the storm. All right, guys, that is pretty much it for us. That is our final words of wisdom for you guys. And like I said, we will be back on live in about an hour and 15 from now. So we will catch you then. And if not, we will catch you tomorrow for our Thursday night show, which is going to be also at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time for our Average Day Joe's podcast. So thank you once again. Shout out to everybody on here. We couldn't do this without you. On Sunday night, we do have a little cool surprise for you. We did a little commercial video today. So you guys are going to get a little treat on Sunday, and you will be able to see that as well. That will be coming soon to a show from us near you. All right. Thank you again. And yeah, that is it for us. We will see you in about an hour and 15. Until then, guys.